The Ghost might be the most exciting and impressive innovation in marine technology since the submarine. Fast, agile, and mean-looking, could this little vessel be the answer to blue water fleet protection and special ops? That is, of course, if the U.S. Navy actually buys it. The Ghost, or the Juliet Marine Systems Ghost, is a highly advanced, reconfigurable, swath stealth-capable warship currently under development for the U.S. Navy. The vessel's design enables it to travel over water at a fraction of the friction experienced by conventional vessels. This provides it with impressive maneuverability and speed on the water, capabilities that would prove essential to countering small, high-speed vessels like motorboats. The vessel is also said to have a very small radar signature, owing to its incorporation of advanced technologies and its physical form. According to Juliet Marine Systems, the Ghost can be used for a variety of missions, including force protection, special operations and intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance roles, and much more. It could also be used for civilian duties, including but not limited to high-speed maritime ferry or taxi services, offshore oil rig supply, or even just a pleasure craft. It would be very cool to see this thing in a marina somewhere. The inspiration for the Ghost came from a perceived need to provide a means of protecting U.S. Navy warships and personnel in both deep and shallow waters, following the bombing attack on the guided USS missile destroyer USS Cole back in 2000. The Cole was refueling at Yemen's Aden Harbor at the time. During the attack, a small motorboat packed with $500 of explosives was able to penetrate the USS Cole's defenses and detonate mid-ship. This caused a gaping 12.2-meter wide hole in the USS Cole's hull, killing 17 sailors and injuring many more. After an FBI investigation, the attack was discovered to have been organized and carried out by terrorists from the Al-Qaeda terrorist network. The Ghost is 18.9 meters long and of an angled, faceted design that has more in common with stealth-capable aircraft than it does with waterborne vessels. Empty, she weighs in at 6.4 tons and has a range of between 300 and 500 miles, or up to 800 kilometers. Her design also makes minimal use of windows to further reduce the radar signature. This thing is awesome, and it's all computer controlled in much the same way that electronic controlled systems are used to prevent cars from slipping on the road at high speed. This enables microsecond calculations and corrections to be made without the need for human input. My thought is this is the perfect transportation for a supervillain. So maybe Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk will end up with one? With an estimated price tag of $10 million apiece, it could even find a market as a pleasure boat for the wealthy. Whatever the future has in store for the Ghost is yet to be seen, but it is certainly a very interesting and innovative piece of technology. There's no denying that Skittles are a candy, with little debate as to whether or not the confectionery would fall under the junk food category. Now, a lawsuit filed in California suggests that the fruity treats may be downright toxic. In the class action lawsuit, plaintiff Janelle Thames accuses Mars Incorporated, the makers of Skittles and many other popular candy brands, of using titanium dioxide in the sugary mix. The suit says that the addition of titanium dioxide, or TiO2, makes Skittles unfit for human consumption, pointing out many countries in Europe have banned the substance. A reasonable consumer would expect that Skittles can be safely purchased and consumed as marketed and sold, the lawsuit reads. However, the products are not safe. Because of the inclusion, the suit adds, those who consume Skittles are at a heightened risk of a host of health effects for which they are unaware, stemming from genotoxicity or the ability of a chemical substance to change DNA. Furthermore, the complaint says TiO2 is also used in paints, coatings, adhesives, plastics, inks, and roofing materials, and has demonstrated an ability to pass through biological membranes, circulate through the body, and enter cells. The company said in a statement that it abides by any federal rules and regulations in regards to the use of titanium dioxide. While we do not comment on pending litigation, our use of titanium dioxide complies with FDA regulations. Candy makers have often used TiO2 as a pigment to help whiten candy. Mars previously committed to phasing out TiO2 beginning in 2016, but those steps have yet to be made. Thames, the primary plaintiff in the case, is seeking unspecified damages for Mars's alleged violation of California consumer laws. The Atari brand recently turned 50, and the latest way that its current owner, Atari Interactive, is marketing the occasion is with a Lego kit for its most popular console. The Atari 2600 set will be available on August 1st and is going to cost $240. The Atari 2600 debuted in 1977 as the Atari Video Computer System. The name was changed in 1982. The Lego kit is based on a 4-switch version that arrived in 1980. The set has 2,532 pieces. It includes a movable joystick that Lego says feels like the original. It is my opinion, if you're going to spend $240 on a Lego set that looks like an Atari, that it should be able to play Atari games. Come on, it's a little Raspberry Pi computer module you can put inside, and it pretty much would do everything you need to play Atari games. But they do have cartridges for Asteroids, Adventure, and Centipede that you can slot into the main body. They don't work, but they look genuine. There's a matching buildable mini model for each game, and the cartridges can be stored in a holder. Sliding open the front panel reveals a pop-up scene of an 80s gaming room, which is a fun little detail as well. Atari is celebrating its milestone in other ways too. For one thing, it teamed up with Kuruma for a sneaker collection. This fall, it will release a collection of 90 games from the Atari 2600, 5200, 7800, ST, Jaguar, and Lynx on the Atari VCS Mini PC if you happen to have one. If not, they're also going to release them on modern consoles, Steam, and the Epic Game Store as well.